Hey guys, this is Jennifer up here, and today I'm going to be doing a brush declutter with you guys, and I think my camera might be upside down. Ugh, there we go. Better. All right, so let me go ahead and jump right in. All right, so I've got some brushes here that I want to declutter, and I want to talk to you about why. So I'm going to start, oh my goodness, where should I start? All right, so first of all, I am really bad about not decluttering brushes because I tend to hold them and use them and just try to get use out of them because I hate to waste. But these have definitely come to the end of their life, or they're just not getting used. So, all right, let's start with eye brushes. All right, so the first one is this Aesthetica brush. It does not have a number on it that I can see. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. So it doesn't have a number on it that I can see, but it's this angled brush. So the reason that I am decluttering this one is because this is too wide. It's way too wide. I hope this is focusing in. But it's so wide that you really can't, you could never use this for liner or something. And it's actually a bit too wide to even comfortably go in my crease. So that is why I'm decluttering that one. It's just too wide for everyday use. All right, then this Wet n Wild brush. I actually talked about this when I built a kit for my sister in a previous video, and it was really great. Honestly, it was $1 from the Dollar Tree, but it has just reached the end of its life. I like the size, and this is my issue with finding really good blending brushes. This is a really good size, but guys, the hair quality, whatever synthetic fibers these are, they just haven't held up long term. All right, so I've got some Farah brushes. So this first one is the 35E Mini Tapered. Just like the last brush that I was talking about, these fibers have just not held up. They've got kind of a synthetic feel to them. In the beginning, you don't notice, but these are several years old, and you can feel it now. Again, though, the size of that is really nice, and it's really hard to find sizes like that, believe it or not. All right, the next one is going to be an Alamar Cosmetics brush. I got this in Ipsy so long ago. So this is a blending brush, and this is just too loose. It is not dense enough. So I ended up never using this. I'm sure it'd be great to like diffuse color, but I don't use a lot of brushes like that. I like a denser eye brush. So because of that, my eyes are small, and I don't really want to diffuse out. I really want to have a bit more control. So that's the reason I'm getting rid of that one. This is also an Alamar Cosmetics, but this is a flat edge liner brush, and this is just too stiff. It's very stiff and very scratchy, and so because of that, I ended up never using it. So tossing that one out because it's gotten to a point where it's starting to get a bit painful. All right, then we have the other Farah in that set, Farah. I don't really know the pronunciation, but this is the 65EM Mini Shading. And this just ended up being, it is very dense, but it ended up being a shape that I found myself not using hardly ever at all. And these just do not feel good. Now that I've switched to natural brushes, synthetic really have to be special, and these just don't feel very nice, but that's why I'm decluttering that one. And last in that set is a 105 pencil brush. This is a pencil brush, and I never use it because this is, can you hear that? Like, this is so densely packed that it's like I would just rather use a liner brush or something underneath. Like, it's a bit pointy and scratchy, so it's just too densely packed for my personal preference. All right, now let's talk about some face brushes. So the first thing I want to talk about is this Real Techniques set that I got. There was another one that came in this set also, and I am actually keeping that just because it's a shape that I don't have and it's hard to replicate, but they're not nice. And that's this like fairy tale collection. Love the brush handles. They're so cute, and that's what caught my eye. These are the cheapest brushes. They are so not good. So this is a blush brush, angled blush brush, and honestly, it's not bad. It is softer than some of my other synthetic brushes, and I really like the size and the shape, but I have replaced this with a better brush, so that's why I'm decluttering that. So I just don't have a need for that one anymore. This is just cheap and awful. This is the 059. I've tried to use it for foundation. I've tried to use it for so many things, and this is just an awful, I don't know if you can see like how, see if you can listen. I don't know if my camera will pick that up, but these are so scratchy that they're really uncomfortable. And I'm trying to get like really close so you can see like these bristles. They're not comfy cozy. They're really scratchy. So love the handle, but I'm definitely decluttering that. All right, the next one is from an elf set that I got, and honestly, they were really, really nice brushes. So in this set, we've got like a powder highlighter brush. All the labels have worn off because, again, I've had these things for so long. This is a flawless face brush, and then this is an angled blush brush. I think this one is like a highlighter brush or something. So I actually really enjoyed using these. I've been using this in my Hourglass set forever, but I recently got a new brush to replace this, so I no longer need it. But it is really, really nice. I was using it for powder. Again, my Hourglass ambient lighting powders. It's really good for that. This is a very nice bronzer brush, but it is so thick and so dense that it's honestly, it's great for travel, by the way. These are great for travel, but so thick and dense that it's kind of hard to diffuse bronzer out. It's not the easiest brush to work with, but it is nice. And again, angled blush brush, I love, but I have replaced these. So really, the reason that I'm decluttering these is because I have better brushes to use in place of these. But the other reason is because, again, these synthetic bristles, they just haven't held up the greatest. You can feel, I mean, so like it's soft up here, but down here, it's like really, really, really scratchy. So as I've washed it over the years and products built up into it, it has actually gotten softer on the top. But it's just really not nice down in here. And I set this camera up so you guys could hopefully see some of these synthetic material. These are cheap brushes, and once you start using more expensive brushes, you can definitely feel the difference. So that's the reason I'm decluttering. There's nothing wrong with them or anything. They worked great for what I needed. I've just kind of evolved in my brush collection, so I don't really have a need for those anymore. All right, then I have another Farah. This is the 40F. I just have no use for this brush. So it's a stippling brush, but it is so dense at the bottom, and it is I can't turn it the other way, but it is so not dense at the top. I don't know what this is for. I've tried to use it for blush. I've tried to use it for so many things that I thought might need diffusing, but because the bristles are so not diffused at the top, you end up getting some weird sort of spotty diffusing out. So I just don't love this brush. Again, I love these thin tapered handles. I do love that, but this just doesn't do it for me anymore. And then I had oh my gosh, I don't know the brand. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. If you know the brand, let me know in the comments down below. But this was a brush that came in a set. I feel like it was Farah again. It was a brand that Ipsy really pushed a lot. And honestly, guys, this has been one of my favorite brushes. I've used the heck out of this thing. That's why the labels are all gone. And it's been really, really nice. And it's a really, really soft synthetic brush. So I will try my best to let you know if I can what this is called, because I think I have one or two other in this collection, so I'll put that on screen. But I've really liked this brush, but I have recently replaced what I use this for as well. And honestly, it's just years and years old, and I think it's time for it to go. And finally, one of the brushes that's going to be the hardest for me to say goodbye to, this is by Glamour Dolls, and this was their Lisa Frank angled blush brush. And I have said in many of my videos that this is one of my favorite brushes because it was for the longest time. Look how old this is and how much I have used this. I have just worn away the label. Love the shape, love the size. This is so, so soft. This has been a truly great brush. But it is definitely showing its age. The bristles are starting to change texture, and that's when I know that it's time to say goodbye. So it was really soft again up here where the product has softened it over the years, but down here it's not looking so good and healthy. So yeah, we're going to say goodbye and go ahead and declutter that. So that is it for my brush declutter. Let me know if you used any of these brushes. I'm trying to elevate my brush game because I really do enjoy brushes, and I want to use brushes that are, you know, the best for what I need them for. Like I say, I tend to hold on to things for way too long, but I am ready to say goodbye to these. So let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!